Dude.
The Wrestle Dude.
The Wrestle Dude.
Hey guys, and welcome to the WrestleDude channel. As here today we have a sort of a different video today. This is a theory video. We're going to be breaking down some stuff that I think is going to be in WWE 2K19 after they released their first gameplay trailer. I don't know if they're going to release a second one. They might even release details on all of this of what I'm thinking of, and if it comes out to be false, then at least this was just a fun video about a theory. I mean, that's what theories are all about, just coming up with ideas for stuff that we think is happening. So, here we go. This is about WWE 2K19 and all the stuff that got dropped during that WWE 2K19 gameplay trailer, and what I think it's alluding to. And what I think this is alluding to is the return of a certain mode that we've been wanting, or at least the incorporation of a certain mode back into the WWE games. So here we go. This all gets started here. This is what I think they're going to incorporate into my career. Now, this all stems from a tweet that I saw. I had initial thoughts after watching the trailer, but my thoughts were then fueled by a tweet from CM Pulse. Now, he tweeted on Twitter, the tweet is popping up right here, a fan tweeted at him asking about the game and if he thought it was going to be good, and he said that there was something significantly different about the My Career mode, and it gave me the idea that My Career is going to incorporate elements of Road to WrestleMania, a mode not like 30 years of WrestleMania, not like for 2K14, but Road to WrestleMania, like WWE 12 had. They had like the villain storyline, what was it, the newcomer storyline, the outcast storyline. It was the storyline with Sheamus winning all the titles, Triple H winning the WWE Championship at SummerSlam versus The Miz, and then we had the WCW NWO takeover with Jacob Cass, who was voiced by former WWE star Austin Aries, now Impact Wrestling World Champion. So yeah, it seems like they're going to be incorporating that into My Career mode, which, if they are, that is awesome. I always thought that My Career was sort of stale just because you kind of had this very generic, like, storyline, which you kind of had it to be, because it had to be generic enough to where anybody's My Career character would fit into that. And I feel like 2K just weren't really getting that creative with it, which is something that I think THQ did very well with the whole Jacob Cass storyline with WCW and the NWO takeover, was that they incorporated this weird kind of story, but able to make it good enough to where any superstar, as long as they were named Jacob Cass, would be incorporated in that storyline. You can make them look however weird that you wanted, and it would make a story around it, and it was awesome. I loved it. Watching some of the gameplay of it back now, I still love it. Some of my favorite cutscenes are from the Road to WrestleMania on WWE 12. The freaking high cross through that spotlight, a spear through the cell, through the ring. That was awesome. There were some more cutscenes like that I loved. And I'm really happy that we might be seeing this return in My Career mode. So let me break this down. This is my theory. My theory for all of this is that even if this is one option for a Road to WrestleMania style thing in My Career mode, this is what I think they're going for here. A story incorporating yourself as your My Career character versus Bray Wyatt in a rivalry for the Intercontinental Championship. So I'm going to be putting up some pictures right here in the corner so that way you guys can follow along with me. So think about it like this. The My Career is going on, and at some point you get into a rivalry with Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt's spouting all this nonsense saying like this world is coming to an end, and at the end of it, the only thing left will be me and the Intercontinental Championship. So you get into a rivalry with him over the Intercontinental Championship, you win the Intercontinental Championship from Bray Wyatt, Wyatt. Your story goes on, you go on and keep defending the Intercontinental Championship when, bam, Bray Wyatt attacks you in the locker room and takes the Intercontinental Championship, and that's when you see that scene of him wearing the gas mask, taking the Intercontinental Championship from you, where you're in sort of like this locker room. Then the rest of your time trying to get to Bray Wyatt is trying to find out where he is. He's on this other plane of existence, and the way that you go about this, obviously, is you try and find out where he is. You talk to the people that are closest to him, the former Wyatt family, which is where we get to fight the Bludgeon Brothers, which I think would be a cool way to incorporate superstars like either Daniel Bryan or Randy Orton to be your tag team partner against the Bludgeon Brothers. As we know, Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton have their history with the Wyatt family. It would be cool to incorporate them. You could have your My Career character in either Daniel Bryan or Randy Orton to face off against the Bludgeon Brothers. You could even have a match with Braun Strowman, the Black Sheep. He was in there for a little while. I just think it would be very cool to incorporate the rest of the Wyatt family. And the whole point is that even after you beat them, the Wyatt family, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, Braun Strowman, they have no idea where Bray Wyatt is until Bray Wyatt appears on the screen after one of your matches. I would assume after the one with Braun Strowman, and he's in the House of Horrors location, and then you go to a man that knows Bray Wyatt, that knows all about this like weird stuff, and that's Matt Hardy. And Matt Hardy says he knows how to get you to where Bray Wyatt is. He's in a plane of like none he's ever seen, but he has the power to get him there. But if our My Career player wants to get to that plane of existence, we must defeat Matt Hardy in one-on-one competition, or as he would like to say. So you could have us beat Matt Hardy. I would like to have us beat Matt Hardy in sort of like a tables, ladders, and chairs match, or maybe like a final deletion style match. Extreme Rules, anything goes at the Hardy compound. I just think that would be very cool. I don't think that's what they're going for, but I'm just adding pieces onto it. But we beat Matt Hardy in a match, and he says, okay, fine, I will send you to Bray Wyatt now. And then we go into this whole like seance type of ritual chanting with Matt Hardy, where we just chant delete, delete, delete until we start to go onto that plane where we saw Matt Hardy in the trailer, where it's all this like weird imagery around. He's doing the delete chant, and we could be standing across from him. You can even have it like a little Dance Dance Revolution mini game where you have to like quick time the buttons in order to follow along and do the delete chant with him. And then it transports us, the delete chants help transport us to the House of Horrors location, where we run into Bray Wyatt, who has been dispatching of several superstars while he's been in the House of Horrors location, including Jinder Mahal, because as you can see in the shot with Bray Wyatt, at the very bottom of the screen, you can see one of the Singh brothers has been laid out, and then he does that pose where he has his arms out. And then that's when we walk up to him and say, Bray Wyatt, I want back my Intercontinental Championship. That's where you see the shot of him turning around, and he says, if you want this Intercontinental Championship back, you will have to face my full powers and the full powers of Sister Abigail, which is where you get the shots of that rocking chair. It could start rocking back and forth. They could have like a ghostly apparition representing Sister Abigail, and she summons one of the final bosses that Bray Wyatt has procured to keep us from getting the Intercontinental Championship, and that is where Zombie Triple H comes in. One of our final missions to get to Bray Wyatt is to defeat the zombified version of Triple H in this sort of like battle backstage brawl area in the House of Horrors location. You could throw him into the cars and stuff like that. He's got a baseball bat, you gotta dodge him with it. I think that would be very cool. And then after you defeat Triple H, you go after Bray Wyatt. You two have a big brawl, which ends when you, I would assume, hit an OMG moment, which sends Bray Wyatt into the House of Horrors, and then that's where you get the final shot, the shot that we saw in the trailer, where you set ablaze the House of Horrors. You take back your Intercontinental Championship. Bray Wyatt has been burned alive. The House of Horrors has been burnt down to the ground, and you now have back your Intercontinental Championship. I just think that would be a very cool end. But But yeah, that's my theory for what could be a very cool Road to WrestleMania style mode for My Career mode. Do you guys think it's a good theory? What are some of your favorite aspects of it? Do you think that there should be more storylines like this in My Career? If this is just one of the potential ones, do you think there should be a storyline for the tag team titles, for the United States title, for the WWE title, for the Universal title, for the women's titles, for the Cruiserweight title, for the NXT title, for any titles in WWE? Do you think there should be more storylines like this where the 2K games community, they get to like express more creativity and do these sort of like wacky storylines? If this is true, which I really hope that it is, I just feel like this is a really big positive step in the right direction for the WWE games and for 2K19. But thank you guys for watching. You can follow me on social media in the links in the description, and I will see you guys next time.